Before we talk about Bruce Lee, we need to talk about energy, not motivation, not hype, not adrenaline, energy. Every man knows deep down that something inside him leaves after sexual release, even if he won't admit it, even if society tells him it's meaningless, even if science tries to reduce it to chemicals. Ancient cultures never debated this. They observed it. They saw that men who wasted sexual energy lost focus, lost ambition, lost sharpness, lost spiritual clarity, and men who conserved it became dangerous, became creative, became magnetic, became leaders. Bruce Lee came from a world that never forgot this. So the question isn't, did Bruce Lee practice semen retention? The real question is, how could a man like Bruce Lee exist without it? Reason number one, Taoism, the science of essence. Bruce Lee was steeped in Taoist thought long before he was famous. Taoism does not speak in trends, it speaks in laws. One of those laws is this: life force is finite. Waste it and you weaken. Conserve it and you ascend. In Taoism, sexual essence is called Jing. Jing is not metaphorical, it is not symbolic. It is biological and spiritual at the same time. The ancient Taoists observed that men who ejaculated frequently aged faster, became irritable, lost decisiveness, lost spiritual sensitivity. So they taught restraint, not repression, intentional restraint. Bruce Lee absorbed this worldview at a cellular level. His philosophy of simplicity, efficiency, economy of motion is the same philosophy Taoism applies to sexuality. Why waste what is precious? Reason number two, discipline as a way of being. Bruce Lee did not train, he lived disciplined. He structured his days with ruthless intention. He monitored his habits, he wrote constantly, he refined himself obsessively. This matters because sexual discipline is the hardest discipline. If a man controls his appetite for sex, he controls his impulses, his emotions, his reactions, his ego. Bruce Lee once said, "A man who is not disciplined is a slave to circumstance." Sexual compulsion is the most common slavery on earth. Bruce Lee was free. Freedom requires restraint. Reason number three, the nervous system of a weapon. Bruce Lee trained his nervous system more than his muscles. Speed is neurological. Reaction is neurological. Timing is neurological. Ejaculation creates a temporary neurological crash. That's not moral, that's mechanical. Bruce Lee could not afford crashes. Retention keeps the nervous system loaded. This is why men on retention report heightened awareness, faster reflexes, stronger presence. Bruce Lee's legendary speed was not just training, it was preservation. Reason number four, sexual energy as creative force. Bruce Lee didn't just fight, he created. Creation requires surplus energy. Every great artist, inventor, and revolutionary understood this, even if unconsciously. Men who waste sexual energy struggle to finish projects, sustain vision, maintain hunger. Bruce Lee burned with hunger. Retention doesn't remove desire, it concentrates it. Reason number five, stillness before explosion. Bruce Lee practiced stillness, meditation, solitude, reflection. Stillness is impossible when a man is sexually scattered. Retention calms the internal storm. That calm becomes explosive power when needed. And this is why Bruce Lee looked relaxed even in violence. Reason number 6, hormonal economy and recovery. Bruce Lee trained beyond what most men could recover from. Retention supports testosterone utilization, faster recovery, mental resilience. This is why monks, fighters, and athletes historically practice abstinence before battle. Reason number 7, non attachment to desire. Bruce Lee taught non attachment relentlessly. Desire enslaves, retention liberates. A man who does not chase sex cannot be manipulated by it. Bruce Lee could walk into any room and remain centered. Reason number 8, magnetism and silent authority. Presence cannot be faked. Retention builds presence because energy is stored, not leaked. People felt Bruce Lee before he spoke. That's not charisma, that's contained power. Reason number 9, masculine polarity and restraint. Masculinity is not indulgence, it is command. Bruce Lee embodied the restraint under intensity. Retention is masculine polarity in practice. Reason number 10, the monk warrior code. Bruce Lee lived a monk warrior discipline. Bruce Lee lived like a monk warrior. Discipline, simplicity, purpose, minimal indulgence. Retention is not a tactic, it is a code. The unspoken teaching. Bruce Lee never needed to teach semen retention because he demonstrated what happens when a man respects his energy. And now the question is not about Bruce Lee, it's about you. What would happen if you stopped leaking power? What would happen if you lived like your energy mattered? Because Bruce Lee wasn't special, he was aligned.